Hello,
Hey, welcome.
monthly-ish podcast.
Monthly, it's just whenever the hell we damn well please.
Exactly. We're busy being YouTube stars.
Yeah,
In case you haven't figured it out, we have a YouTube channel,
legends.
and we're
in
a
our
big
own
deal
lives.
over there.
Yeah,
Like, especially in Croatia.
yeah. And on that channel, we are really their two stars.
Yes.
That particular channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, bear with us while we're figuring out what works best. Monthly-ish podcast works best because maybe you guys look forward, once a month-ish, after you make your car payment or whatever, there's going to be a new Shayne and I podcast.
Yeah. Oh, on that topic, we should probably introduce ourselves. I'm Max.
I'm Shayne.
And this is it.
Yeah, this is the Shayne and I podcast.
Yeah.
And, we started rambling right away because I was all excited.
Yeah.
I'm all geetered on coffee again.
Coffee. And
It's
heaters.
the Americanos, man.
Dude, I love them.
I do too, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I love more, the espresso or the hot water, or just the fact that it's the placebo effect. But I dig the caffeination I get from an Americano.
Yeah, like if I had to guess, I would say it would be the caffeine.
Yeah.
That would be the thing.
It's going to set me up for a good workout later on today. So,
Mhm.
it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Really looking forward. So, welcome to the show. Our one or two listeners that are out there.
Yeah, whatever. One
You
or
guys
2 million.
Yeah. Just remember, though, we're a bigger deal on YouTube.
Yeah, especially in Croatia.
Yeah, especially in Croatia.
Especially
They worship
in
us
Croatia.
in Croatia.
Yeah.
The Croatian government hasn't sent us anything lately. But
I mean, not late. Well, ever since they got that lady president.
yeah, she doesn't like us too much.
Lady president.
Yeah, we almost had one.
Yeah.
It was close.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those majority and then the electoral college.
Yeah.
Because,
It's kind of like, what asshole do you want to lead the country?
yeah. Well,
Anyway, we're not political here.
that's right.
So we're going to avoid politics. So anything interesting going on in your life today?
Well, not specifically in my life, but I'll tell you something, and I'll tell you in 3, 2, 1. Yarg. It's International Talk Like a Pirate Day, mate.
They have an international day for like everything lately.
Uh-huh.
Because you know what yesterday was?
Mm-mm.
Yesterday was International Eat a Burger Day.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't eat a burger. I feel like I let down my nation.
Yeah. I can't talk like a pirate, so I'm not going to even try to talk like a pirate.
Well, I mean, pirates talk any which way, but I like to talk like, yarg, like those classic cartoon
You sound like
pirates.
a Scot,
Matey.
like a Scottish pirate.
Aye, they were Scottish and Irish. They were, and in the olden times in the.
Are you guys gonna go free?
Caribbean,
Are you guys gonna
yarg.
go fight with William Wallace?
William Wallace was a good man, but after they, drew him and hung him and quartered him, I was like, I'm blowing this popsicle stand.
And you decided to become
I'm
a pirate.
sailing the ocean. I'm getting as far away from here as I can.
You decided to become a pirate
I decided to become a pirate.
in the year 1800 and whatever. That was actually William Wallace was way before that though.
Yeah, that was like
That's like
13
600
something,
yeah.
14. I don't know.
yeah,
That was a long time ago.
yeah. Good old William Wallace.
Yeah,
If I have a kid, I might name him Wallace or William.
you could name him.
I might name him Wallace William.
Well, you could
The
name.
fourth.
You could name him William Wallace.
I could.
You don't even have to hyphenate it. Just
Yeah.
William Wallace.
Yeah.
One word.
One
One
word.
name, I guess.
Could you imagine a kid walking around like William Wallace? Like that's all everybody called him. Like there are some really weird things to name your kid, which I guess we're talking about this. So there are some really weird things to name your kid. Like William Wallace, just one word would be one of them.
Yeah.
But like celebrities seem to really have weird names for their kids.
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah. Like Gwyneth Paltrow's, one of her kids' name is Apple.
Hey, man, apples are delicious, and
But could you imagine, like, when you get through the rough years of being a kid, like junior high, high school? Well, junior high isn't that bad, but high school, where kids could be just assholes, Because I know I was an asshole in high school, and I'm only speaking from experience.
Dude, shit, I'm going to tell you something. Like, kids are even worse assholes younger.
I know.
It's like you start as a fucking sociopath.
Right.
And then over the course of the next 20-something years, you turn into a human being.
Right.
With proper feelings.
Right. Unless you don't go and shoot up your school before that.
Yeah. Oh, that got dark. Okay.
Yeah.
Or unless you just stay a sociopath, some people do.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, could you imagine, like, you're going to school and your name's Apple? Like, could you imagine what kids are getting? And that's because I'm thinking it's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
So they're gonna probably send their kid to like some touchy-feely, like everybody's equal kind of private school.
I bet you he's not going to be the only Apple in his class.
Probably not. But there's some weird stuff to name your kid.
Maybe his first girlfriend will be named Coffee.
Apple Coffee.
Yeah.
There is somebody that has their name, that has their kid, and I don't know who it is off the top of my head, but their kid is named Mocha. Mocha Java. That's their name.
Mocha Java.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And they are not they are not the color you would think.
I didn't make any assumptions on that.
I made it.
Honestly, I did. When
Right.
You said, yeah.
Red hair, and I can't remember if they're like a famous person's kid or if I just saw it on the internet.
1 second. My dog is drinking hot dog water. I'll be right back.
So in case you people that don't realize, we record this in Max's living room, and there is dogs running around. We are not a fancy podcast. We are a podcast that records in living rooms. That's what we do. And it's okay. I am okay with us recording in a living room.
Yeah, me too.
We don't need fancy microphones.
Yesterday, I had this stale hot dog bun. I was going to bring it out to the green bin, compost it. And I put it down for 30 fucking seconds. Turn back around to pick it up. And it's gone. The dog fucking ate it.
Is it like is it not supposed to eat it?
No, it's whatever. It's white bread.
The little dog? That little dog?
The big dog.
Oh, okay.
The big dog.
I was going to say, that little dog probably can't. That hot dog bun's almost as big as that little dog.
Yeah, no, the little dog, Callie, she's cool. She's pretty well behaved.
Right.
Lila, this big one, she's just fucking like, oh, look, hot dog water. I'm going to lap that up.
I came home the other night speaking of stuff that dogs do, I came home from night, and our dogs are pretty cool most of the time, unless there's a shadow walking across the street, and then they bark profusely, and, they're pit bulls. What are you going to do? Mm-hmm. I come home the other night from work, and there is garbage, and we all kind of know, like, you don't leave sweet stuff in the garbage can because the dogs will like get into it and spill the garbage. There is a trail of garbage from the spilt over garbage can around the kitchen table out into the living room and right where one of the dogs is sleeping, and she has garbage all around her. And she's like passed out, like she just had a sugar rush, and she's just laid back on her back, all passed out, like
garbage coma.
And I was just like, dude, what did you do? Because I don't, I'm like, what are you doing? And she just gives me a look, like, well, what the fuck? Somebody left something sweet in there.
Yeah,
like, what do you expect me to do? Like, it was just, I just started laughing, and she's like looking at me as I'm cleaning it up, like, really? You got to go clean it up now? Mm-hmm. Like, thanks. Why do you got to clean it up?
Yeah.
Like, you're a silly man for cleaning up my garbage. I know, I see. We got dogs climbing all over me.
She wants to be on your lap.
I know she does. But you can't do that.
Oh, Callie, you can't do that.
Because I go home and my dogs smell you and they won't let me pass the door.
Aw, sad.
So... anyway, this has turned out to be kind of a rather interesting podcast.
Yeah, man. We got pirates, we got dogs, we got hot dog water.
Oh, and I had my surgery.
Oh, you had your surgery. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I forgot we were doing like a whole thing about my surgery and how it was a big deal. And I had all this fear about it. And you know what?
Yeah.
It wasn't that big of a deal.
No.
You're just going to force yourself on my lap.
Yeah, she will. She's pretty assertive.
I see that. And you know what happened? The day of the surgery,
what?
I went in there, they gave me some shit to numb me out. They gave me some shit so I wasn't all anxious about it. They put me to sleep. I woke up an hour later. They're like, "You got to go."
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
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 We sewed you up. Get the fuck out.
Yeah. It was like I remember coming to after they're like, "Okay, just breathe and count to 5." And I was like, "Okay." And I remember coming to, and I'm like, "Did you guys start?" And the doctor started laughing. He's like, "No, we're done. It's actually, you're done." And like I had like an hour recovery time. I was all whacked out on some shit.
Oh, I'm sure.
And they sent me home
All
on
right.
my merry way, all whacked up. The recovery part was probably the hardest part. Not in so much the fact that, let's see, I had to like, not so much in the fact of the surgery itself, because after I had the surgery done, you know, I felt better than when I had the pain from the thing that was bothering me. So I'm just gonna tell people I don't know, now I can't talk.
Well, goddamn it.
Abdominal hernia. I had abdominal hernia surgery.
Mm-hmm. That's when your guts are poking out of your body.
Yeah, and that's what it was doing. It was poking. So, and I was lucky I got it done, because apparently if I would have waited another 6 months, it could have got really bad.
Okay.
So the recovery part from that was worse than the actual surgery. And I'll tell you why, because I see that look in your eyes. You want to know why?
Yeah, I want to know why.
I couldn't drive.
Right.
I'm not a guy that likes staying at home, like being stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't mind staying at home if I have an option. Like, if I have an option to like drive somewhere, or I have an option to go somewhere, right? I'm cool with staying at home and just being a lazy ass for a day. But if I don't have that option, it drives me nuts.
Okay.
So I couldn't go anywhere for the first 48 hours or whatever.
Right.
But I was allowed to start walking the next day, so that was okay. I couldn't drive for 72 hours, right? Or the first 3 or 4 days, the first 3 days especially, but they said 4 just to be on the safe side. And I didn't go to work for like a week after the surgery.
Yeah.
So, and those are in like work and like doing this kind of stuff, the creative stuff, that's kind of the stuff, and go to the gym, that's all stuff that like keeps me busy,
right?
Keeps me out of trouble.
And you had nothing but just you and Netflix
and Hulu.
Yeah, that was it. That's honestly, that's a sad life.
It wasn't really sad, but it was just I was going nuts, man. I'll tell you a funny story. I was so I'm so ingrained about the times I go to the gym. There's like certain things I do before I go to the gym, right? Like I take a nap, I wake up, I eat some food, and then I get ready to go to the gym. And it's automatic. Like I know what time to do all this stuff at. And so the Thursday after the surgery, I ate my food, I took my nap, I woke up. Automatically, I get all my stuff ready to go to the gym. Mind you, I took the pain medication I was supposed to take. This is like 2 days after surgery, so I was supposed to take the pain medication like for the first couple days. And I take the pain medication before I took the nap. And I just woke up out of a dead sleep. I got all my gym stuff together, like realizing what time it was. I got in the car, and I put my keys in the ignition, and I looked around for a minute. I literally went, "What the fuck am I doing? I'm not supposed to be driving.
Yeah.
Let alone going to the gym."
I think the moral of the story there is that pain pills can make you a little forgetful.
I actually kind of like the fact that I have a routine, and that even though I had surgery, I still kept to that routine.
I mean, that's good too. That's another moral of the story. Routines are good.
Yeah. So I started laughing hysterically in the car. Like, it wasn't even that funny, but it was funny enough to me to laugh till I was like laughing myself to tears. I got out of the car.
Third moral of the story: pain pills can make shit funnier than it really is.
Really. And I wasn't on anything major. I was only on like Norcos or some shit like that, which is another thing I don't understand how people get addicted to. Because I do not like Norcos.
Yeah, well, you got to like them to get addicted to them.
Right.
Yeah, people tend to get addicted to things that they enjoy.
I think if you take it over time, I could see like how it. I don't even see if you take them over time or if you take a bunch of them, how that shit's fun. Like, because all it did to me was knock me out. Unless you like being knocked out. But I know people who were addicted to Norcos.
Oh yeah, me too.
And I don't get it.
Well, think about it this way. Probably, if you're recovering from surgery, what they're going to do is kill the pain and help you sleep better.
Right, which it did.
Yeah, exactly. It's when you don't take them as prescribed that you get a different kind of. That would be my thought.
See, that's the thing. I've never been a pill guy. My stuff was always like booze and whatever, like hallucinogens. I'm good with all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was my shit. That's the stuff I like doing. I never got pills. I don't understand people. Like I don't understand. From what you told me about Adderall, I get it. Like that sounds fun.
Yeah.
But I don't understand people that take stuff like Norcos or stuff like that. That's just going to make you a lazy sack.
Well, it doesn't make everybody. Well, it makes people feel good. I get it. I always avoided that shit like the plague.
Right.
Because I knew if I go down that road, I'm fucking. There's something in the back of my mind that knows.
Yeah, there's been some saving graces for me for the fact that I've always taken medication as prescribed, and I never saw the big deal about like, let me take 5 of them. I don't understand. There's always a quicker solution than taking 5 goddamn pills.
Well, I mean, depending on what you're trying to do, like say if you're trying to have a really good, really intense, awesome time, a really quick solution is to take 5 Adderall. Now, I want to clarify to our listeners that I am not an advocate of drug abuse, and that in my personal experience, while I had a whole lot of fun,
that's kind of what we're speaking from.
It went south.
That's kind of what we're speaking from. Is from our experience. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's no secret that I've had my troubles with alcohol and other stuff, mainly booze. I like to drink.
Yeah,
that was my thing.
I understand.
And I like hallucinogens.
Yeah.
But like I said, I never understood pills. Like I could get Adderall because I understand, but see, for the bummer for me, something like Adderall would just make me normal. Just because I took Ritalin as a kid for the first, like, when I was in grade school, they just pumped me full of Ritalin so I'd pay attention.
Yeah.
So whenever I did something that was supposed to keep you up or supposed to make you, like, it just made me normal, which sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Which was honestly...
That's really a bummer if you're trying to get fucked up.
And all your friends are doing all the cool stuff, like taking apart TVs and trying to find the camera and the TVs, and you're just like, it's not there.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, in my experience, mixing, hey, you know what? And again, I want to clarify, I'm not advocating this kind of behavior. But in my experience, you know what? I'm just not going to say what I was about to say.
Say it. Come on, man.
All right.
We'll put a little disclaimer on the podcast, and you know what? And if people go and try this stuff, that's on them. It's not on us.
All right. So in my
watch us get sued.
In my experience, and do keep in mind these disclaimers, and don't try this at home or ever anywhere. But if you mix uppers with alcohol, they just sort of cancel each other out, and you get to even.
Yeah,
not in a good sort of way. Just like I wish I was drunker, or I wish I was more. I had that
happen to me. I had that happen to me when I was in like Colorado, I think, and I done some, again, not advocating. I had done some lines of some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We'll call it methamphetamines,
right?
Which for some reason in the Midwest, methamphetamines they're just weird.
And they're not elsewhere?
No, maybe potency is the thing I'm looking for, but it just, like I said, I was on Ritalin as a kid, so like it didn't do anything to me.
All right.
But the worst part about this whole thing was all my buddies that I was with were having fun. Like I said, they were trying to find the bugs in the wall and all that cool stuff. Like I wanted to be a part of that, but like,
I like how you put that. They were having delusions of being spied upon by the CIA and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it looked fun because they were pretty convinced. They were pretty convinced that the CIA was looking for him, or the CIA. And I was sitting there just being like, "Dude, you guys aren't that important,
right?
To have the CIA." But whatever. I mean, it's entertaining as hell watching you guys go through everything. But it didn't do anything to me, like I said, because of Ritalin.
Mm-hmm.
The worst part about that experience was in Colorado, they have, and you know this from somebody that's lived it, they have what's called 3-2 beer.
3-2 beer. Yeah.
And that's all we had that night.
Oh, that's rough.
So I drank like a case and a half of Budweiser, but it wasn't like real Budweiser. It was like 3-2 Budweiser.
Yeah.
And it was like, not only did I not have fun, like watching my friends go through the house and like, you know, look for the bugs from the CIA. I couldn't join them. I didn't even get a buzz.
Right.
And I went to sleep while they were up for like another 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
I missed that, and I was just like, you know what? That stuff is just not for me.
All right.
And thank God for that, because it could have gone bad. Let me tell you, people, drug addiction isn't cool. It gets bad really quickly.
Yeah. And generally speaking, I mean, the fact is, all drugs can be very, very dangerous. Right. Some are worse than others. One of those being methamphetamine.
Right. And that shit gets bad really quick.
Really, really bad. Really dark. Really weird. Really fast.
Like, yeah, it's fun talking about these stories, and I've lived through them, or Max has lived through them too. But you know, we're not advocating you go and try crystal meth.
Yeah, in fact, I really want to say just don't.
You know what I mean? So, and speaking of changing the subject now, I kind of fucking can't talk.
That's fine.
That's okay.
You want some Adderall? Just kidding. I don't have any. I quit. But that would yeah, good thing too.
It's like, you want some crack? No, that's okay. I just quit. What was I going to say? I had a whole thing that I was going to talk about, and it completely went out of my head.
You told me you couldn't talk.
Well, yeah, and then I was formulating a plan and some words.
I interrupted you.
You interrupted me, and I was thinking of something, and I can't think of what it is now.
Well, while you're thinking of it.
Oh, you know what it is?
Yeah.
Because it's changing the subject back to something.
Yeah.
I don't understand people that don't drink caffeine.
Arr.
I don't understand people that don't drink coffee first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
It freaks me out.
Yeah.
Don't talk like a pirate.
It's International Talk Like a Pirate.
We already did that in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, well,
I thought we were through.
It's not International Talk Like a Pirate 90 seconds. It's International Talk Like a Pirate Day.
By the time people hear this,
matey.
It's not going to be International Pirate Day, and they're going to be like, dude, that guy's a fool.
We're posting it today. Don't you assume our millions of fans listen to it the second we post it?
I'm going to probably post it tomorrow.
Why are you going to post it tomorrow?
Because we'll get more listeners if we post it at a certain time.
All right, fine. We'll post it tomorrow
at a certain time. We'll get 3 listeners compared to 2.
No.
So,
okay. That's a 50% increase. That's
huge. Yeah. That's 5 more cents in our podcast.
5 more cents. Do we really make 5 cents a listener?
We made 3 cents on the last podcast we did.
And
to get all together, so far making podcasts, our monthly-ish podcast, we have made a whopping 15 cents.
Oh, yeah.
We are definitely not in this for the money.
Dude, there was once a time when you could get fucking a bowl of soup and tickets to the movies for you and your lady and a trolley car there and back for a nickel. And a dime, which is 15 cents.
Right. So people that don't drink coffee in the morning weird me out.
All right.
Like, they just don't seem normal. Like, you ever met somebody that just wakes up all naturally fucking happy in the morning?
Yeah.
Doesn't it just weird you out?
Well, I'm kind of used to it at this point. I'm married to her.
Right.
But, yeah.
But when you first met and she spent the night the first time, and you woke up and you're all in your grumpy before you have coffee mode, and like she woke up all happy naturally, did it not just freak you out?
Nah,
maybe. It freaks me out. It freaks me out. Like, how do you wake up all naturally happy like that? Like, some
people, I'll tell you one thing though, if you weren't addicted to coffee, back to the addiction, I guess, but right. if you weren't dependent on coffee, you'd probably feel a lot better when you woke up.
I don't know, man. I like having a cup of coffee.
No, so do I.
It's just me. I like having a cup of coffee right now.
But you could have like a cup of decaf in the morning. Stay totally caffeine free. When you woke up in the morning, you'd feel better right off the bat.
Decaf. Come on.
I'm just saying.
Those are the other people that I don't understand. Not decaf people, because I get decaf. Like, you need to lay off the caffeine, but you still like your hot coffee. I get it.
Yeah.
Right? You know what people bother me the most?
What?
Are the half-calf douchebags.
I get half calf.
Why?
Same deal, but maybe you're like a little caffeine
You
sensitive.
do not get half-calves.
I personally don't get half, but I understand people who do. Some people are more caffeine sensitive. Maybe you're normally a decaf person, but you really want a good bump today, so you get some half calf. Because if you got full calf, you would go nuts.
No, don't get it. Don't get it. I understand, like, if you're going to go one way or another, don't do half decaf, half regular. Either go full decaf or go full regular. That's all I'm saying. There's no point in, yeah, I'm going to be iffy, just get a half calf, no foam, soy latte. Either go full decaf or get the regular. I think it's because people are too scared to say, I just want decaf.
I think you've thought about this way too much.
I've had a long time to think about this, and I've also observed people at a coffee shop. I have friends that don't drink coffee that I think are weird because they don't drink coffee, and it's been on my mind.
All right.
So we're talking about it.
Yeah, we're talking about it.
Our goddamn podcast.
We could talk about it if we want to.
We can talk about whatever we want.
I just think you're overthinking this.
I'm not overthinking
You're
it. I bet you one of three of our listeners agrees with me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, let's hear from them. Comment below, please, loyal listeners.
It's loyal listener.
Whatever. Just comment below. Tell us your opinion on the half calf thing.
Yeah, and if you've made it this long in the podcast, thank you very much. Because we kind of went all over the place.
Yeah.
With this
There
one.
was no rhyme or reason for this one. Yeah.
We don't sit here and try to figure it out beforehand.
I mean, usually we have some kind of idea of a topic framework, but this time
we were gonna do something. That had been already redundantly done.
Yeah, we were like Corey Feldman. But
we were gonna talk about the Feld dog.
Yeah,
but it's been done. There's other podcasts you can check out and talk about what a weirdo he is.
Yeah,
I kind of still wanted to talk about Johnny Depp, but he's a weirdo.
You know, we can get to that in the next episode.
Maybe.
Yeah,
because that guy is a weirdo, but he's a weirdo in a cool way.
Yeah,
he's not like your eccentric. See, there I go again. I can't talk. I think on that note, it's time to end this podcast.
Yep.
You're about at the 30-minute mark.
Yeah. So Shayne and Max signing off.
Yep. And if you guys want to check us out on YouTube, you can. It's the Shayne and I Show on YouTube.
Is that what it's
and
called?
We have 105 episodes. So if you got nothing to do on a Saturday,
there's your Saturday.
Until next time.
All right. Don't shit yourself.
All right.